For more than 2 decades, one name has been impossible to ignore whenever the FIFA World Cup arrived. Every tournament seemed to produce another unforgettable Cristiano Ronaldo moment. Whether it was a spectacular goal, a dramatic celebration, an emotional victory, or a difficult defeat, he always found a way to leave his mark on football history. But every legendary journey eventually reaches its final chapter. And during the 2026 FIFA World Cup, millions of fans witnessed what appears to be the closing scene of one of the greatest international careers the sport has ever seen. Portugal entered the tournament carrying enormous expectations. The squad featured experienced leaders alongside a talented new generation, giving supporters hope that the team could make one final push toward football's biggest prize. For Cristiano Ronaldo, however, this World Cup carried even greater significance. At 41 years old, many believed this would almost certainly be his final appearance on football's biggest stage. Every training session, every interview, and every public appearance attracted worldwide attention as fans wondered whether this remarkable journey was approaching its conclusion. Portugal's round of 16 meeting with Spain was always expected to be one of the toughest matches of the tournament. The rivalry between the two nations has produced unforgettable moments over the years, and with a place in the quarterfinals at stake, neither side could afford patience. Spain enjoyed long spells of possession, while Portugal looked dangerous on the counterattack. Instead of becoming the high-scoring encounter many had predicted, the game developed into a tactical battle where every pass and every decision carried enormous importance. Ronaldo remained fully involved throughout the match. He constantly searched for space inside the penalty area, linked up with teammates, and looked for opportunities to create something special. Even after so many years at the highest level, defenders understood that giving him even a moment of freedom could completely change the outcome of the game. Around him, Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva worked tirelessly to unlock Spain's organized defense, while Nuno Mendes continued making energetic runs down the left side. Portugal created promising moments, but clear chances remained difficult to find. As the match moved into its closing stage, fresh players, hoping one substitution might provide the breakthrough. Then, just when extra time seemed inevitable, Spain produced the decisive moment. A quick attacking move created just enough space for a composed finish that found the battle pushed forward desperately during the final moments, throwing everything into one last attempt to equalize. Every cross into the penalty area carried hope, and every attack felt like it could become another famous comeback. But Spain defended with discipline until the referee finally blew the final whistle. For many football supporters, that whistle represented far more than the end of a single match. It felt like the end of an extraordinary era. Television cameras immediately focused on Cristiano Ronaldo. Rather than showing frustration, he calmly applauded the Portuguese supporters who had traveled across the world to support their team. He acknowledged his teammates before quietly taking in the moment. Soon, the emotion became impossible to hide. After dedicating more than 20 years to representing Portugal, the realization that his World Cup journey had likely come to an end clearly meant everything. The images spread around the world within minutes. Social media quickly filled with photos and videos capturing the emotional farewell. What stood out most was that the reaction extended far beyond Ronaldo's own supporters. Even many football fans who had spent years supporting rival players or rival nations admitted they felt emotional watching the moment unfold. For a brief time, football rivalries disappeared as millions recognized that they were witnessing the final World Cup appearance of one of the sport's greatest competitors. Attention soon shifted away from the result itself and toward the incredible journey Ronaldo had completed. His international career had inspired countless young footballers, helped elevate Portuguese football onto the global stage, and produced memories that stretched across multiple generations of supporters. Regardless of personal opinions about his style or personality, very few could deny the impact he had made on the game. Following Portugal's elimination, discussions naturally turned toward the future. Some analysts argued that Portugal's younger players should now become the focus as the national team begins preparing for upcoming tournaments. Others believed Ronaldo's experience continued to provide invaluable leadership both on and off the pitch. While opinions differed regarding tactics, one point united almost everyone. His contribution to Portuguese football simply cannot be measured by one match or one tournament. When Ronaldo first represented Portugal as a teenager, few imagined the extraordinary career that would follow. Year after year, he continued breaking records, collecting achievements, and setting standards that inspired millions around the world. He became Portugal's all-time leading goalscorer, their most capped player, and one of the most recognizable athletes in global sports. More importantly, he consistently represented his country with passion and determination whenever he stepped onto the pitch. His influence reached far beyond statistics. Young footballers across Portugal grew up dreaming of wearing the national shirt because they watched Ronaldo do it with pride. Children practiced his celebrations in school playgrounds, copied his training routines, and believed that dedication could turn impossible dreams into reality. That type of influence cannot be replaced overnight. As Portugal begins entering a new chapter, the responsibility will gradually shift toward the next generation of talented players. Those who once admired Ronaldo from the sidelines will now become the leaders of the national team. It is both an exciting opportunity and an enormous challenge, because replacing a legend is never easy. Meanwhile, supporters continued sharing memories from every stage of Ronaldo's remarkable international career. Videos from European Championship triumphs, Nations League victories, unforgettable World Cup moments, and emotional celebrations filled social media. Fans were not simply remembering goals, they were remembering where they were when those moments happened. That is often the true measure of sporting greatness. A player's career becomes connected to the memories of millions of people around the world. Many former teammates also praised Ronaldo's professionalism and commitment throughout his career. Stories about his discipline, preparation, and determination became legendary inside football. Those qualities inspired younger players entering the Portuguese national team and demonstrated that lasting in 2 decades. It served as a reminder that every great career eventually reaches its final page, no matter how remarkable it has been. Of course, debates about where Ronaldo ranks among football's greatest players will continue for many years. Every generation has its own heroes, and every supporter has personal opinions. But regardless of those discussions, very few would question the lasting impact he has made on the sport. As the 2026 FIFA World Cup continues, new stars will emerge, fresh champions will be crowned, and football will continue moving forward. That is the beauty of the game. Every ending creates room for a new beginning. Yet Portugal's defeat against Spain will be remembered for far more than the final score. It will be remembered because it marked the closing chapter of one of football's most extraordinary international stories. Years from now, many people may forget the tactical details of that match, but they will remember the image of Cristiano Ronaldo standing on the pitch, applauding the supporters one final time after giving everything he had for his country. That image represents dedication, resilience, passion, and an unwavering commitment to representing Portugal on the world's biggest stage. Those qualities will remain part of his legacy forever. As one remarkable chapter closes, another begins for Portuguese football. New leaders will step forward, fresh dreams will take shape, and future generations will continue writing their own stories. But legends leave behind something more valuable than records. They leave behind inspiration, history of the beautiful game.